Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to drive properly using clutch control. So let's go. The point of this video is that when you drive properly and you plan ahead well and use your clutch control, you don't have to keep stopping all the time. So the way that many people get taught to drive is like this. They get to the end of the road and they get taught stop, lift your clutch with the brake on, brake off, clutch down, brake off, clutch down, brake off, clutch up. That is terrible driving. You can hear the car struggling. I don't know if you'll hear that in the video, but if I pull up on the left here, now on the road, so no signal needed. I just want to go over one point briefly from my other gas and clutch videos, and there's a cat ahead. So it's a good thing I did pull over. I had lots of cats in my videos lately. Something I didn't mention in my recent clutch control videos that I have in my older ones is that some people say, well, if you say it's gas then clutch, which it is, it's not just what I say, that's what it is. If I do gas then clutch, won't I go flying off? No. I've heard driving instructors teach this where they say, oh, if you do gas clutch, you'll go flying. No, you won't, because what is it that decides how fast you go? It isn't the gas when you're moving off, it's the clutch. So if I do this now, I'll be careful that cat. Rev too much, clutch up, the cat's going to stop me. A good example. I'll stop and do that again. So, rev the gas too loudly, clutch up. Why don't I go flying? Because it's the clutch that regulates the power. So having gas, the point is you don't want loads of gas so you go flying. Some pigeons in the road or clutch brake, let them get out of the way. But cars all over the road. So again, clutch down, brake, see I didn't stop. So from now on, I'm not going to stop for quite a while, probably. So gas, clutch, creep, gas, clutch, creep. Right looks good, left I can't see, creep. So I haven't just stopped. And I've got options, because when you're still moving, you've got options. So pressing the gas before the clutch does not mean you're going to go flying off, because it's the clutch that regulates how much power is going through. Many people try to drive using a binary system when driving is an analogue thing. And what that means is it isn't just all or nothing. The gas isn't just on or off. Let me pull up just here and I'll show you what I mean by this. Some people say, oh well, if you loads of gas you're going to go flying, but if you do no gas you stall, so what do I do? Well, do the in between. Right, and yes, I know I've stopped, so I will be driving soon without stopping very often. The point of this is you don't want to rev the gas like this, so it's too loud, you got too much revs, but you don't want it like this, so it's quiet and you got no power. You want to rev just a sufficient amount, like that. It's just above 1 on the rev counter. So I've got some gas, check, no one around, off I go. The clutch decides and dictates how fast you go, not the gas. The gas decides how fast you go now when the clutch is fully engaged. So if you over rev, if you rev too much as you're moving off, you can just lift the clutch more slowly and you'll just get a nice strong pull away. It won't be fast, it'll be a smooth pull away. I have done a video on how to move off quickly, so go and check that out for more details on that. But now I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to drive for a while without stopping. I can stop, it's not wrong if I stop, but you mustn't be stopping on every junction. So I do mirrors, signal, brake, clutch, steer, then gear to first, check. I don't go before the van. Accelerate, second, accelerate, third. So I didn't stop. Now when you do this, people sometimes say, quite rightly, well that's dangerous, you're telling people they can't ever stop at junctions. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't ever stop. What I'm saying is, there are many times where you don't need to. So I'll go mirrors, signal to the right. This one, for example, brake, someone could appear from ahead, so I'll select second gear, clutch up, can I go? Yes, brake off, go. But if anyone had have appeared, you would not just stop. Don't just stop and then go. So if you get something like that, by all means stop. Think, well that's a bit weird. And I don't plan these. People say, do you plan these things for your videos? I don't plan it, I promise. Here are red lights. I may have to stop, that's fine. But I can clutch, brake, roll. Now I can select first. If they change, I can continue to roll. But it's not wrong if I stop. If I stop here, I can brake, stop. Fine. It's not wrong because I had to. So it's not wrong if you stop. People say, oh, well, you said I couldn't stop. I'm not saying you can't stop. I'm saying that the majority of the time, you don't need to stop. Although I have quite a bit to start this video. But this is what you've got to get, okay? Let me make this clear. You don't want to stop, you want to carry on. But if you have to stop, fine. This one at the end, I'm going to go right, and I'm going to stop when there's no need to, because it's not that busy from the left, it's not that busy from the right. So if I do this, this is now wrong because I've stopped for no reason, and I've just stopped and just done a handbrake for no reason. That's wrong because I could have rolled up and went. I'll show you that on another road. So at the end of this road, I'll go right. And the point is, I will do everything I can to not stop, but if you end up stopping because you have to, that's fine. It's not that you can't stop, it's that you don't just stop, you don't just stop every time. Mirrors, signal right, brake, clutch, roll, steer, then gear. Brake off a bit, then on a bit. Roll, keep looking both ways. Now I can't go, so I'll creep, roll, then I'll go, no. So I didn't just stop. And it doesn't matter if you stop for a second or two. I'm not saying you can't stop the car. Just see what the difference is. You don't just get there and stop and then look and think, oh, I could have gone. Oh, look, nothing there, I could have gone. Let me give you more examples here. Roundabout, I'm going to go ahead, first exit. There is no one around at all, so I came down second because I needed that for the speed I'm doing. But I don't need to stop, so I continue. Mirrors, signal, off I go. Easy. If I just stopped there, it would have been pointless. I'll go next left. I may have to stop here because there's a car parked quite close to the end of the road. But no, there's no one there. But if someone came round, I would clutch down, creep, 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 continue. I wouldn't just stop, brake, clutch, stop. Like no, imagine a car comes towards me. I would brake, clutch, second, maybe one, roll, gas, clutch, go. You don't just stop. Oh, now the car behind starts going around you. I've had that happen in driving tests, and you fail for it. And the people say, but that wasn't fair. The car behind went like this. I'll do it here. People go brake, clutch, stop, and the car behind now just goes around you while you're doing all this handbrake and gear and all that. And you'll fail for that because you've stopped. And the examiner quite rightly says, well, yeah, that went round you because you stopped. Why did you stop? If you roll up and keep momentum, you're showing people, don't go around me. I'm not stopping completely. I'm giving way. End of the road right. In fact, I'll go left because I want to go to another place. I can show you this better. Steer, gear, look, go. Get on with it. Second, get on with it. Third. I was going to go that way, but this way will come out to a really good place. So I can go up this very steep hill. I can show you the clutch control well. So the point is, you should be stopping as little as possible. You don't have to go junctions, you don't have to pull out, but you should be approaching, in fact, also you must be approaching them in a way where you're allowing yourself a chance to go. You don't just blindly stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. You roll up in such a way that there is a decent chance that you won't have to stop dead. So I'll do more examples in a moment. The end of this road is going to be about 30 seconds away at this speed. So now I'll do mirrors, braking in case that car pulled out. They didn't, so round I go. Easy. Check my mirrors in case that car pulled off. You probably wouldn't because the door was open, but you never know. So at the end of the road I'm going to go right, and I did this in a video not long ago, fairly recently. The end of this road I know is quite open, so there is a high chance I can just go. Why is it so important that there's a car coming towards me now, so I'm looking for somewhere to give way? I do brake, clutch, roll. Don't need the gear just yet. Roll. I'll choose first gear, brake off, roll, gas, clutch, mirrors, go. You see how I kept momentum? I didn't just stop. If I'd have stopped, anyone behind me could have thought I was parking or something, and they just go around me. So, the end of the road, I'll go right. So I'll do my mirrors, signal, about now, so it won't come off, go wait till I'm on the straight part of the road. Brake, clutch, second. I can see one car coming from the left, there's nothing coming from the right. So I look, I get there, and I go. And off I go. Easy. Now I'm going to continue for a while, and I'll go end of the road ahead, and we get into this part of the road where it's going to get quite interesting for the clutch control. Hopefully the road's not closed because there are some vans there, roadwork vans. So the point of this is you want to come off the brake just before you stop. That's where people go wrong. They stop dead with the brake. So we come up to this one and I'm checking around and I do brake, clutch, roll, 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 steer, gear, look, 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 go. I'll go straight over so no signal needed, ready to hold back but I can carry on. So watch your second. Notice I didn't just stop. If you stop, you're telling people behind you're not going to go. Then you start to move and you stop. It's very abrupt stop start. That's if you do the brake on off, brake on off. I can edge brake a little bit, roll. I'm still ready to brake clutch 1 because this is quite a dodgy situation, but I can see it's clear, so I'll go. So the whole point is keep momentum, keep the flow. I'm going to go ahead. It looks like you can't go this way, but you can. The no entry signs are for over there because you're going between them, between the pair, for them to apply it to you. There's a massive speed bump here, so again, clutch, brake, 1, brake off, roll, let the heel do some of the work, gas clutch, over, clutch control. That's where you need it. If you're not learning clutch control well, you'll have massive problems when you get to areas like this. Mirror signal, no pedals at all. It's a very steep bump, so I'll let the car pull no pedals. So it's pulling itself up the hill. As I've said in other videos, you don't have to be on the pedals. The car is pulling itself. People just say, oh, it only does that on the downhill. This is a very steep uphill. I don't need the pedals. I don't have to be pressing them. As long as your feet are by them ready. Clutch down, 1, let the hill do the work, let the bump do the work. Gas clutch, creep, steer, clutch up, and off I go. Why does it make that noise if you're hearing my car going, Arr? That's because so many learners abuse this car. I've had this car for 7 years. Think of how many times it's been stalled and abused. So I do 1, creep, off I go. It's done that since the first time I had it, the first week I had it. It's what I call the Fiesta noise. So I'm going to roll up here and I'll just continue driving. So that noise is not necessarily anything bad. It's done it for years. I've had the car checked many times. Mechanics have said that's just the noise it makes, just how it is. But it's partly because people abuse the car by not doing gas clutch. They use just the clutch on its own and it strains it. So I'm going to roll over this bump and I go, don't need the pedals at all. I can just roll. I can let the bump do that. I can go clutch, 1, gas, clutch, creep, round the bend and I go. See, I'm doing clutch control on the move. I should pull up here, let the car behind get through. I can just go around, that car's pulling in there. And there we go. So the point is, clutch control is not just something that you do for moving off. You can do it when you're in rolling up situations. And that's the whole point. You mustn't just be stopping dead like this. Okay, don't just stop totally dead. You go stop, handbrake, and then it's just awkward, it's clumsy to keep stopping and starting. You must demonstrate on your driving test that your driving flows, that it has momentum. If you do that, you'll impress the examiners and pass. Check out my other videos on the screen there for more help. Thanks for watching. You can visit my website firstdrive.com if you like. And as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.